Franklin, get ready for your Kodak moment.
Oh, my.
Welcome to One on One,
a Bluff City Media podcast.
Tune in as we go one-on-one with players, coaches, and influencers from around the city of Memphis and across the nation. Now,
Let's get to the show.
welcome back to One-on-One, a Bluff City Media audio podcast. And man, I'm excited because Tiger fans have been waiting to hear from this guy, and we got him on, man. We got Damaria Franklin on. What's going on, brother?
Doing good, man. Just got done shoot around.
So it is 6:09 on a Monday night, and today's been a huge day for you, man. Tell me, how are you feeling, man? The NCAA finally basically said, hey, you're eligible, man. So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I feel better today than I was yesterday. Yesterday, I had a little moment just thinking about, like, when is the time going to come?
Yeah.
So once I was told today that I was clear, like, I instantly snapped in and just really game ready.
You got to tell us about that moment, man. Tell us the story of how you found out. Where were you when you found out? Were you in Atlanta or were y'all in Tuscaloosa?
No, we literally just got here. They texted in the group chat, was like, there's certain restaurants around, you guys can go eat and just be safe. Then I got a call for Coach Penny. He was asking me, like, 1 second. I got a call from Coach P. He was like, where you at? I was like, I'm going to get food with Alo, Kendrick, and Eli. So I guess all the coaches and stuff came in the restaurant, and they were just all surrounding the table. And I'm looking, I'm like, oh, did I get in trouble? Like, what happened? So then he was talking, we was all talking, and he bust out like, congratulations, you eligible now. And it was like a little shocking feeling, like I got a little emotional, but at the same time I was happy.
Yeah, you got to tell, I mean, like at the core of who you are, man, you're a ball player, right? Like you've been playing ball your entire life, never really have had a situation where you haven't been able to play this game that you love. What has this whole time period been like for you, man? Like you're a part of a brotherhood, you're a part of a team, man, all you want to do is just hoop. Like, what has this time been like for you?
Just really like just focus on like mental.
Yeah.
Like just really like the mental aspect, just really learning. Like I learned a lot, like just watching instead of being in at the same time. So it was kind of hard at one point when I first got here. But I said at the same time, like I just really stuck with it. Like sometimes I wanted to move away from it. But at the same time, like this only thing like I'm really in school for besides my degree. So like I came away from it like that. So I stuck with it.
Yeah, man. So do you think you are like, what has changed about Damaria Franklin during this whole process? Like, have you felt you talked about the mental side of things. Have you felt yourself kind of like mentally mature or like kind of going through this rough time, man? It's made you a different person. Like do you feel like you're a different person, or do you, what's changed in you since all this has gone down?
I just say like different person. Like I just started looking at a lot of things more differently than I did before. Like I'm getting older, like in college, like I'm one of the older guys. So like I had to take more things more seriously and really listen, like try to be a leader. So that was my one thing I was focused on, like how to be a leader without being on the floor with them at the same time. That's why I'm on the sideline talking to the guys on the floor, like watch this, watch that. So like it really helped.
So what have you seen? Like, have you noticed that about yourself, that your respect for the game, your ability to see things on the floor has changed because you've kind of been from afar viewing it and seeing it and being able to kind of, notice things on the court as the play is happening?
No, yes, sir, for sure. Yeah. Like it just all like really was different. Like the year, like these past couple months was the only time like I never played in a game without being hurt. So like it was like, okay, like what I can do besides being on the floor, and just me just having my vocal, being a good cheerleader for the team, and all the little things I feel like I had to do that was really like mattered to them.
How important has your role been? Having covered the team for a few years, you tend to notice, and not to disrespect any of the prior teams that Penny has had, but there's been you have brought a different visibility, a different tone and tenor on the bench. Like, you have been a guy that is one of the biggest cheerleaders on the floor, being there on the bench. Like, you've been there, you've supported the guys. Like, how important has your role as that bench guy, as kind of that leveler of the team, been since you've been here at Memphis?
I feel like it's very important because, you got to have somebody that's going to give you a positive response on the bench. Like, it's not always got to be negative. So that's why I feel like I had to take the role in. Like, regardless of what happened, I'm going to be that guy that's going to say something positive. So, like, that really, like, I feel like that really helped the guys, like, on and off the floor, like, just staying positive with them, like, regardless of what they do. Like, don't worry about next play.
So I know you are you've been a positive influence on the bench during the game, during practices. You have that personality, that leadership quality about you. I've seen it from a distance. But the team, how has the team and the coaching staff kind of helped you navigate this whole time as you've been waiting for your eligibility to be cleared? How have they helped you?
They just push me every day. Like, they never let me take any step back. Like, they tell me, like, every day, like, you don't know when your day gonna come, so you can't slack. Like, you can't, just because you're not playing out, you can't not work out. Like, I work out with Coach Faraji, like, every other day. Like, we have practice one day, we'll be off. I'll go in the morning work with Coach Faraji. Like, it's like they just making sure I'm staying on the right track. Just so this day right now that had come, I'll be ready for the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big question, right? Like, how ready do you feel to be in a game situation? I mean, it's a crazy game to come back to, right? Like, coming back, playing the number 4 team in the country after the biggest win of the year a couple of days ago in Atlanta against Auburn. This game is a major game for the Tigers, and you get to come back. Like, do you feel like you're ready?
Yeah, I feel like any basketball player will be ready,
right,
to come back to a game after sitting a while. It's just like I got to get my rhythm back, like, in the actual real game. Like, it almost kind of been like 7 to 8 months since I haven't played an actual game. So it's like, it's just going to take some time. I know it's going to be a lot of pressure on me with the team, but I feel like I'm ready, 100% ready.
Absolutely. So, that is Coach Penny has talked about you quite a bit throughout this time period. And it's he's talked about your game, talked about what you bring to the table. But from Damaria Franklin's perspective, what do you bring to the table as a ball player for this Tiger team? Like, are there some gaps that you feel like you can fill in? Like, or are you just a great addition to what this team has already?
Yeah, I say I'll be that great addition to what the team has, and I'm gonna be that pit bull and that bulldog right alongside Alo on the defensive end. Yeah. Like, that's the main thing. I really want to do, like, help out with Alo and the team getting defensive stop. I know the offense and all that stuff gonna come later on in the game, but it's really about just playing defense and just running.
Man, what have you noticed about Alo? I mean, that is one thing that I think, Alo, having played for the Tigers for so long, that is one thing that's been consistent about his game, is just his defense and his tenacity on that side of the floor. Man, like, have you had like visions of you and Alo on the floor together, locking other guards down? Like, is this something that you're excited about?
Nah, yeah. The crazy thing, like, me and Alo is roommates. Like, every trip we go on, every time we go and stay in hotels, Alo is my roommate. So it's like, I piggyback, like, off the stuff he do on the court, like his steals and stuff like that. So I'm really watching him to learn from him, because, like, I'm the same type of player on the defense side as him. And it's like, he mature and know more, like, little things and details, when to get the steals and when not to get the steals. And, like, that's why I'm really, like, piggyback off that. Like, he's a really good defender. And I feel like people really don't appreciate the things he really do until, like, he have a big game.
Right.
So I feel like sometimes he be, like, overlooked sometimes, but Alo is really the X factor.
You know what? I mean, I 100% agree with you. You know, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. We were like, man, you got to start appreciating Alo's game for more than just field goals made and field goals attempted. Like, he impacts the game so much at every level. You know, like, he's a crazy defender, gets the ball to the right people. And then when he does score, man, it's like an added bonus to the situation. And
100%.
Guys like you and guys like KD, I feel like are going to be able to even open the floor up for him even in a much bigger way.
Yep, 100%.
Man, it's going to be good. So, I know game started. You got a game tomorrow against Alabama, massive game, going to be a primetime game at 8:00 tomorrow night. Can Tiger fans expect to see? I mean, it's going to be hard to keep you off the floor, right?
Yeah, 100%. Only time I'll probably get off the floor if I get a little winded, but I'm hopefully that won't be the case. So hopefully I'll be on the floor the whole time and trying to get this win for the city.
All right, last couple of questions for you. What do you think about, you know, as you've been able to kind of see this team growing as when everybody got on campus, maturing, like kind of gelling together, working through all the, you know, trying to figure everybody out. Where have you seen this team mature the most over the last couple of months as the games have started?
I say really more into practice. Like, we really started taking practice real serious, and like everybody really locking in. Like, when we have like mental days, like walk through, everybody really engaged into what's going on and like the game plan. And I feel like we had a couple talks with the team. Like, we got to start rolling. The guys was here last year. They said that with the little bad start they got off last year, they said they don't want to go down that route again. So like everybody really locked in and trying to keep the win streak going.
So let me ask you, I know y'all playing tomorrow night in Tuscaloosa, but then coming back on the 17th, y'all play against Texas A&M. Are you anticipating when you come onto the floor in the FedEx Forum, the crazy reception you're going to get from Tiger fans?
100%. I can't wait to get back to the FedEx Forum to play in front of the fans. Like, this moment, like everybody be waiting for it, not just me. The whole city of Memphis be waiting for me to get cleared and ready for me to be on the floor. So that moment gonna be real special. I might share a tear. I don't know yet, but it might come out.
So what have you noticed? I mean, have you noticed all the Free Mars tweets and all the people, the Memphis folks fighting for you online? Have you noticed all that?
Yeah, that's one thing I really appreciate, and that was one of the things that really helped me like decide where I wanted to go when I entered the transfer portal. Just like once I said like the top schools I had that was recruiting me, and like it was a bunch of Memphis fans under my post, like come to Memphis. Yeah. And it's like that right there just show like how the city is like for the team, how they really like the players. So that was one of the biggest pieces and the reason why I came to Memphis.
Well, I know, man, when you put out your list saying that Memphis was in that final, man, I was like, if Penny Hardaway can get Damaria Franklin, this is going to be big because of the game that you bring. Like, you're just a physical scoring guard that also plays defense. And I'm like, I can't think of a better fit for the Memphis Tigers and Penny Hardaway than what the game that you bring to the floor. I mean, it's going to be an awesome experience to see you out there tomorrow night on TV, but then also back at the FedEx Forum during the Texas A&M game. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah.
Okay, good. It kind of froze up on me a little bit. I got two more questions for you. Two more fan questions. Sir. They want to get to know you just a little bit. All right.
That's cool.
Last two questions. What is Damaria Franklin? I know you have to decompress from basketball. I know that there's times where you just need to get away, clear your mental, do all that kind of stuff. What's a hobby that Damaria Franklin enjoys just to kind of decompress from basketball?
So I got I have a little puppy. I got her in March after my last game last year. So me and my puppy just go on really walks. Like, I really spend most of my time with her. Like, anything like.
What kind of puppy is she?
It's a pit bull.
Oh, beautiful. What's her name?
Nova.
That's a great name.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, so all my time, like when I'm away from basketball and like trying to clear my head, just spending time with her, going out on walks around campus and just like trying to get her to see like we're in a new space now because she's used to back home. So
She's used to back
trying to
home.
get her comfortable just like me.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Well, it's good to have a puppy, man. Puppies kind of tend to level it out, kind of bring a piece of home with you, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. Last question for you. You are stuck on a deserted island. All right. You get stuck on a deserted island. You got all the food in the world, so don't worry about the food. You got all the food you need to eat. You're going to be stuck there for the rest of your life. And you got one album that you can take to listen to for the rest of your life. And you got one movie that you can watch for the rest of your life. What are you picking? What album and what movie is Damaria Franklin picking to listen to and watch for the rest of his life?
One album?
This is a tough one. This is tough. I know.
One album. Oh.
This is tough.
Tough. Okay. Depending on what type of mood I am, I'm a really big NBA YoungBoy fan.
Okay.
That's my favorite artist. So I say NBA YoungBoy, 38 Baby 2, album 2. And
what is
movie?
Yeah, go ahead, movie. Go ahead, movie.
Movie, that's a hard one. Horror movie. Ooh.
Are you going like what genre are you going? Are you going scary? Are you going funny? I mean, remember, this is the only movie you can watch the rest of your life. You going
no
funny?
Scary movie. Mars don't watch scary movie. Me don't do scary movies. I go a comedy movie. I say Ride Along.
This is a great choice. Great choice. I've actually asked this question to a lot of people, and I've never heard that one be answered. The Ride Along be answered. That's a good one. That's got that's Ice Cube and who else is in it?
Kevin Hart
and Ice Cube. Yes. Yeah. Isn't that the one where Ice Cube is like the seasoned detective and he's all pissed off at Kevin Hart and all this stuff? Yeah. It's a good movie.
That movie funny. I actually just watched the movie like a couple of days ago before we came on the trip.
I love it. Listen, bro, as somebody who gets to watch this team from the baseline, gets to kind of hang out and see all you guys, man, we have been over here at Bluff City Media. We've been pulling for you so hard, man, because your energy is off the charts, man. Like just positive energy all the way around. And I'm excited that you finally get to do what you love to do. And that's just play ball, man. So congratulations, man. I know Tiger fans are excited for you. Tell J-Law we said, what's up? What up, man? Hey, J-Law, how you feeling about your boy coming back, man? You excited?
I'm feeling excited. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. Absolutely. Hey, but for real though, we're excited for you, man. I know Tiger fans are super amped for you to be able to get back on the floor with your team, man. Good luck the rest of the way, bro.
No, I appreciate you.
Thank you for listening to One on One. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a like and a comment wherever you download your podcasts. Head over to www.bluffcitynil.com, where you will find comprehensive coverage of Tiger athletics and how you can become a contributor. We will see you back here next time.